Ka Jesuit congregation kabade kawi na ki missionary jong ki Salvatorian kalarkhe yak jingda basan posnem jong ka jingwan jong ka Hanot East India. Larakha yakane hasunong Umbir Haribo district kabahap ha Umbir Parish. Hakane kasngi lawan ban pensingan da u Superior General u Reverend Father Arturo Sosa u badai na kasunong Caracas na kari Venezuela gum u kongsan ha kajingi don rengkat lang u Menteri Rangba kajela u Konrad Kesengma kum u sumbut kongsan. Kum juru ha kajingi don UMP ka Shillong Parliamentary Constituency u ba Vincent Pala u MLA ka Umsning Constituency u ba Jason S. Maulong ka MDC jong ka Umsning Constituency ka Kong Magdalene S. Maulong ki Father ki Sister ki Kena School lembat kirunge jong ka Balang Katolik ha Umbir Parish. Nakaliang jong ukongsan u Father Arturo Sosa ulapan pau yak jeng sokumen ban yo yu kjat ha kane kathan lamingi jong gari India bat mentip syapang kariti kedustur jong ki pany riulum khasi kum juru bania kendu ya ki missionary jong ka Shillong Archdiocese. Nakaliang jong Menteri Rangba jong ka jela Konrad Kesengma ulapan pau yak jeng sokumen ban yo ya kendu bat une unong ilam niam na kari Venezuela bawat hapdeng ka jingdon kam ban nyai lenti syakeleng ki benta jong ka pertai ka badon hapdeng ka jingsyong siir na ka jingpang virus ka balatip kum ka coronavirus henrei une unong ilam klemrich ulapoi syakane ka jaka na ka benta ban peniare ki hima jong ublei. Menteri Rangba jong ka jela ulapan pau ru ba udap da ka jeng sokumen ban kan mau ij yau kpa jong Uporno Kesengma uba ka Balang Katolik hi kala penhe pensan ha ka jing jing stad ya u lapan sengotanat yang ne kasngi da ka jing rwai bat ka jing syat jong ki Kena School bat ka jing syat khasi tenrai ka bala penkeman ya Superior General rengkat kinong ringdur jong ka National Geography.
In fact, it was raining a few days back and weather was quite bad, I should say. But today there's a beautiful sunshine and I think a beautiful day to celebrate this beautiful occasion of 50 years of the Jesuits being in the Northeast. And I think it's a great achievement. And I must take this opportunity to congratulate all the Jesuits who are here today, all the fathers, all the teachers, and all the members who have made this day possible by being here, by completing 50 years of the Jesuits in Northeast India. Friends, I'm just coming from the Megalan Age Conclave, which is taking place in Thunderscan. And of course, we are having a lot of activities in terms of caving and trekking and different kind of high-end tourism activities. So I was just speaking to Father out here and he was mentioning that we have some guests who are people who are clicking pictures and are have been working with National Geographic. So I would definitely urge you that if you have time, then you should check that out. These are areas where we have almost 31 kilometers of long caves. And I don't know if some of you know or not, but the 20 longest caves in the world, in India, all the top 20 are in Meghalaya. And we already have about 500 kilometers of caves that are mapped. At the same time, we have different kind of species that have been found, which have been very unique to Meghalaya, I think it have been a kind of a record for us. The reason I mentioned this is because I thought it would be a great occasion also to really welcome all of you and urge all of you to be a part of this Meghalayan Age conclave that we are having. But having said that, I always remember my late father, Mr. P.S. Samba. He was a very, very strong believer when it came to education. He was a teacher himself. He was brought up by the Salesians. He really, I should say, was disciplined to a large extent, made very humble, and at the same time learned to really work hard as a youngster. And obviously all these characters that were built in him and were instilled in him made him what he was. And he carried those characters throughout his life. And the education aspect that brought him to where he was, something that he transferred to us also. So even me as an individual, even before we came and formed the government out here, I used to always tell people that education is always a priority for us, and education will always be a priority if, God willing, we get a chance to work towards leading our state and forming government in our state. And therefore today when I see the wonderful work that is being done by the Jesuits, and we know the kind of work that the Jesuits are doing throughout the world, I think we are quite, I think it's very much in line with what we have been thinking. My father used to always tell us that we need to plant people, you see, and he used to always say, if we really want to transform our nation, we must plant people, we must nurture people. Because if we invest in human beings, if we invest in nurturing our youngsters, that is the only way we can see or we'll be able to carry forward our state and our country in a very, very productive manner all the way to the future. I always tell people also that we are a very small state, a state of only 33 lakh people. Therefore, it is very, very important for us that every individual must be productive. And if you look at many other nations in the world which are far smaller than us, even those nations end up being more economically progressive than us. And the reason they are able to be more progressively economically progressive is because every individual contributes more to the economy, is more productive than the 1.3 billion people that we have in India. So therefore, numbers don't matter if quality is not there. And therefore, it is important that we ensure that every child, every individual, every person in our state must become productive. And to ensure that they are productive, it is important to shape them in the right manner. It is important to instill the right qualities in them. Qualities of hard work, qualities of discipline, quality of, ensuring that you're focused. All these aspects need to be instilled in us. I always use this example of this beautiful country called Iceland. And Iceland is a country with only 3 lakh people in it. Just 3 lakh people. Yet, their economy is at over about close to about 30 billion or 40 billion US dollars. That's the kind of economy that they have. Much bigger than the 5 billion that Meghalaya has. And why is it so? Because every individual there is a doctor in the morning, and a sports person in the afternoon, and a person who's teaching in the evening. So they add value to everything. You know, the women in their society are so active and so productive. You know, they add different values, whether it's the, of course, the household, they do their part, but then at the same time, they're professionally very active. So, friends, what I'm trying to tell you is that what the Jesuits are doing today is really adding to this entire goal and this vision that we all should share. And that vision is to ensure that our youngsters, that our individuals become highly productive individuals. It doesn't matter. You know, Uttar Pradesh may have hundreds and hundreds of crores of people, but if they cannot be made productive, then it's of no use. In Meghalaya, the 33 lakh people we have, if we can make them productive, we could be one of the biggest and the best states and the most advanced states in the country, which is what I want our state to be. We want our state to be moving ahead in terms of its economic activity, moving ahead in terms of issues related to, equality, moving ahead in the issues related to environment, sustainability, global warming. We should be a state to be an example to the rest of the country. And we can only do it if we are able to nurture and bring up our children with the right values and with the right qualities and give them the education that they deserve. And that is where I would like to really thank the Jesuits for the kind of work that they've been doing. I follow what they do. I've been to so many of the institutes throughout the country. Of course, the closest one, the biggest one we have in William Nagar is doing really well. And every time I go there, I see the kind of innovation that is being taken place out there, the kind of mechanisms through which they instill confidence in our youngsters, the way they improve the overall character of the individual. You know, the same person before they came in and what they were and what they were shaped after just a few months or few years, you could see the difference in them. And that is the kind of impact that the Jesuits are having, not just in our state, but in the entire country and the entire globe. So therefore, I take this opportunity once again to congratulate all the fathers who have been working tirelessly and have sacrificed their lives for you and children who are out here and for each and every one of us. And they're here with a message obviously from God, from Jesus, to tell us that we must be humble, we must be hardworking, we must be focused on what we're doing, and we must always take care of each other. So I am very thankful once again to each one of you. I was not prepared really to speak. I always tell people that I don't prepare my speech ever. I get a long speech to read, but I never read it. There's only one thing that I do before I come on stage, which is I just say a small prayer in my heart. I just say, God, please speak through me. That's the only line I say before I come on stage. The simple reason being that I just speak out whatever comes in my mind. And I'm not a person who normally hides too many things. I'm a very transparent person. So I really, don't prepare. I just say what comes to my mind. I believe that it's coming from God, and I always ask Him to always use me to, be His messenger or work for Him in whatever way I can, and do my part in building our nation and our people. I have our MLAs out here, our MPs out here, our MDCs. I keep telling them that we are here for a purpose. Don't think that this is a position that you're having. It's not. It's a responsibility that the people has given you and God has given you. And this is an opportunity for you to make a difference in the people's lives. These next few years, while you're having this power in this position to do good for the people, make sure you always keep the people in front. They should be your guiding factor. They should be the motivation. And every difference you can make in an individual's life must be what you are here for to do. And that must be something that must satisfy you and must be passionate about it. Because if you're not, then you'll get tired one day. Because you have thousands of people coming to meet you. The only way to really make yourself feel that you are here for a purpose is to always believe in it, be passionate about it, keep the principle, which is the public, in front of you, and you will never get tired. You will never get discouraged. Even if challenge comes, you will overcome the challenge, simply because you will be passionate and believe in it. So I urge all of you, our teachers especially who are out here, that when you are here, remember the purpose that you're here for. Your purpose is not to finish the course. Your purpose is not to finish the classroom. Your purpose is not to watch and see whether the period has ended or not. Your purpose here is to make a difference in the child's life, to improve every child's quality of life, to ensure that you create a better citizen for this country and for this world. Keep this purpose in mind in front of you, see the bigger picture, and you will always be passionate about what you're doing. So passion is so important in life. I see it in the Jesuits. I see it in all our missions that are that are happening all throughout. We see the Salesians, we see the other congregations. There is that passion and that purpose. We must learn from them as political leaders. We must learn from them as teachers. And I think that is the biggest message and the biggest, I think, quality that we can learn from them, so that ultimately we could be, messengers of God.
Few days, I have been visiting the various Jesuit centers of Kohima region and meeting with diverse cultures of Northeast India. Today, at the end of my short visit, I deem it a joy and a privilege to spend this time with you, Kasi people, encountering one more culture so unique, with your own rich symbols and myths, traditions and values. I have come to participate in the Golden Jubilee of Kohima Jesuit region, and I join you in all thanking the Lord for the many blessings we have received from His loving hands in the past 50 great few years. Today, I want to recall with gratitude the special favor God has shown towards the cases of Meghalaya who have received the gospel and embraced the Christian faith much before the other states and tribes of the Northeast India. In Christian faith, your acentos embrace, far from alienating them and you from your traditions and values, has accepted and enriched all that is good and beautiful in them, making the gospel come alive and relevant in your life. The church missions, therefore, also the Jesuit mission, is not to deny the cultures, but rather to facilitate the encounter of local culture with the gospel, to inculcate the faith in your beautiful tradition. Sorry. It is gratifying to see that the perennial message of the gospel feels at home in your cultures, deeply imbued with Christian values. All that is truly beautiful in them is well integrated in the way you live and celebrate your faith authentically. Speaking about tribal and indigenous people, Pope Francis says these beautiful words. Today we are more aware of the significance of the richness of the indigenous people, especially when both politically and culturally other forces tend to suppress them even more through globalization, where everything becomes standardized. Today, our prophetic audacity, our consciousness must be on the side of inculturation. Otherwise, it is homogenizing and destructive. We have to interpret things differently, valuing in each people, their culture, their languages. I am told that cases like other matrilineal tribes of Meghalaya, recognize the special role of women in the family and in society. Also, Pope Francis at the recent Synod of Bishops have emphasized the importance of giving women the proper place in the church life and administration. In fact, Catholic women all over the world, especially women religious and women's societies, are doing so much silent work for evangelization in all its aspects: faith, formation and liturgy, education and healthcare, social service and nurturing for families. Your good customary law that gives importance to women effectively integrated into the church life and governance can show the way. While the big church is still in construction, I understand that you are all making sacrifices to contribute your generous share to complete the work. In all this, I see a rich and meaningful symbol. This simple temporary shelter reminds us, first of all, that this world is not our permanent home. Remind us what Pope Francis is repeatedly asking to us: to adopt a simple lifestyle, to be poor in spirit, to work with the common good, sharing what we have with, also live those needs in the spirit of beatitudes. Secondly, the church is not a building, but the people of God, the community of the faithful. Where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name, there I am present in your midst, in words of Jesus. No matter in what place or in what kind of building the faithful gather, the incomplete church construction reminds us that the church, the people of God, is a pilgrim church, always on the move, ever in the process of being built up, a task that is a dynamic and never complete. This is the church ongoing mission, to build up the church as the living temple of God, the loving community of the faithful. It is to bring about God's kingdom of reconciliation, peace and justice in our hearts, in our families, in the world. My sincere appreciation and gratitude for your close collaboration with your parish priest in making your community a dynamic and living church. Thank you very much for the warm welcome you have extended to me. I shall carry very happy memories of this experience of joyful faces, of the children who dance and sang so beautifully, and of being at home with you. God bless you. Umbir Parish.